right, so it looks like we're going to have KalebHurt and Tanner Halbert in the finals. Tanner Halbert is going to have to be double dipped.
All right.
4 versus.
Congratulations, KalebHurt. So the finals is
I don't know. I mean, 2 in a row.
Tanner Halbert. Center
Yeah.
Halbert, higher
Do
seed.
you count the seasons or do you count
Kaleb has to win twice.
worlds?
I normally go by ranking. So either way, it would technically be 3 and 4 because, I mean, just by ranking. I mean, player of the season, just, you know, he did get second in that, but so 3 and 4. Either way, 2 top tier players.
So imagine just walking into a building as a, I don't know, a backyarder, thinking that you're king of the hill in the backyard, and you see these guys with a 3 and a 4 in their jersey. This is ACO Pro in their left shoulder and corny 40 on their obliques. I don't know. I've never been in that situation, but what do you think? I'm sure you have.
Okay, so in that situation, I guess I'm thinking, hey, I'm dealing with somebody that's pretty good. You know, they're pretty good players here. And if I'm a new player, probably not even going to know what it means. You know, when I remember the first major that I went to, I saw all these jerseys. And I was like, those are pretty neat. I should get one of those. Then I started asking around, you know, because I didn't really know everybody. And, you know, you've got that yellow jersey for corny 40. I saw a green jersey. I was like, what is a green jersey? Well, player of the year, team of the year. Okay, how do I get one of those? Well, you've got to, you know, rank number 1. Oh, so that guy over there is pretty good then, huh? And that's when it hit me. I was like, okay, these jerseys tell a story. I just need to learn what that story is.
So you've got a corny 40 jersey. You have a pro jersey from last season. You've got a couple of doubles, major jerseys. I believe a couple, maybe one, a couple. Am I wrong?
Nah.
You don't have any?
Yeah, haven't managed to pull out a double
I'm
shot.
pumping you up a little bit there.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe tomorrow.
You never know.
Maybe tomorrow. Playing with my dad tomorrow.
Well, that's definitely a possibility with your dad. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. So I managed to get my first Top Gun jersey. You know, whenever we can order those. I'm gonna order my Top Gun. You've got, you know, orange, yellow, green, purple. They're gray ones, I think, for state championships or conference championships. What am I missing here? Green, if I didn't already say green. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and guess that we're not live yet.
Yeah, we're not live.
All right, we're going live right now. I'm going to go ahead and get that scoreboard up there for real this time.
How fast is this going to go? Under 58 minutes or it's over? It's a double tap if Kaleb wins.
Let's see. I think it's going to be a long one no matter what. I think we might see game 2 because, you know, Kaleb, like I said earlier, he's got that advantage. He's been playing, you know, he's coming to the loser bracket. I'm going to go ahead and guess we're going to game 2. Not going to say who I think is going to win.
Kill shots versus Reynolds right now. I never have thrown. I mean, I throw a little bit around sometimes, not too often. My wife loves Reynolds. But both of them, I touched, I won't say touched tennis bags earlier, but I mean, I picked up, no, I won't say anything. I saw kill shots earlier, and they looked like they were almost as sticky as the Reynolds were.
Yeah, and that was my initial thought the first time I saw them. But turns out they're actually fairly slick. I knew this because I did a board test at home. New set of Reynolds, set up the 357, just lifted up the back of the board, kill shot straight off the board. So kill shot's actually a little bit slicker. So that might play into, you know, Tanner liking the offsides as much as he does because he's actually just switched off of them.
He's arguably the best pusher in the game.
He definitely has a really good push shot. I mean, I've always attributed that to him being from Florida. You know, they play on the side. It's either windy or muggy or both. So they're having to throw some line drives to make anything happen. Like right here, he might be able to push all of this. and it was a really good bag.
Bag 1 and bag 2, the second player throw bag 3 and 4.
Caleb did get one to drop there. So Caleb's like 3 points.
And one back left. Here we go. Short airmail. Push shot try. Drop small.
Down to your end of the court.
So I believe that was Wash that first.
Drop small for the first president of the United States, George Washington. As they say in the Midwest, Wash.
Alright, for those of you guys watching at home, why don't we go ahead and have some predictions? Are we going to game 2? Who's going to win? What are the scores of the matches going to be? Let's get a little bit of interaction here in the comment section.
Hurt or Halbert?
Court number 15. Court number 15.
Or T or K? One of the two.
Ellis.
I
Murphy.
mean, if you don't know these guys, you should go ahead and get to know them, because I guarantee you, you're going to see these names over and over again this season. Two of the absolute best players in the game.
That's on court number 15. The higher seed is Schaefer, Westberg,
Kaleb is going to be up 4-0.
That's on court number 15.
We've got Austin Cameron. He thinks Kaleb is going to get the double dip.
All right, on court number 19.
Very possible.
Court number 19, I need
All right, Eric Hubbard in the house. Hurt game 1, Tanner game 2.
Slightly off to the left for Hurt. Halbert down the center blocker at what is happening right here. Back blocker. Push shot
Oh,
try.
really good push.
Wow.
Not only did he push through Tanner's, but his is hanging in the hole. Tanner blocks it up, so he's going to have to airmail if he wants to get it.
Court 19 against
And a block
team
shot.
Little bounce flop. Roll, what do you want to call it?
Choa, Cumberland.
That one looked like a flop to me. So let's see about this one. An airmail. He's going to sneak in the
Backside.
back door.
Oh.
He's going to pick up 6 points. Now, Kaleb looked a little discontent with that airmail. He wanted to drag that bag.
He wanted to short side it, front side, and pull it in the hole down the center. Didn't happen though. Threw that, I don't know, it was stick side down, yeah? Stick side down, and
Yeah.
it just drained in the hole. It was really shooting for that drag shot, for sure.
I don't know if you noticed it, but he actually almost hit the and one.
Yep.
He did nudge that bag on the back side of the board.
Is Sandridge.
Halbert is going to block up the hole. Caleb's going to sneak around the right side.
Sorry.
He's going to double block her here. And I think Kaleb wanted to block it up and get rid of a push, but if anything, it helped him out.
Bang! That's a huge cactus jack. Bang, bang, bang. You never heard that before, have you?
No.
There you go. Big shot, big shot.
All right, so Tanner with a clutch shot, but he's not quite able to pull out the 2 points.
Feist, Douglas, Dad on court 23, battling Davis. Rondell. Mazzatello and Schrager
So,
on court 23.
I don't know what Kaleb has in his backyard, but I've seen Tanner's set up. And if you want to be this great at home, you gotta take a look at Tanner Halbert's Facebook page and just watch him in his live stream. He plays outdoors in his backyard in Florida. Humid is all crazy, but he goes to all these different places and is able to toss bags so effectively and efficiently and capitalize off the smallest mistakes.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that because Kaleb, not quite in his backyard, but over to the side of his house, he's got this little shed, I guess is what you want to call it. They got 2 sets of boards lined up in there, all kinds of bags in there. You just go in there and just throw.
See, that's why we make a great duo because, you know, you're East Coast, I'm West Coast, but I know a little bit about the East Coast, and we just bounce things off each other.
Yep. I mean, it's important. You got to know about your players. And that's why it's a little unfortunate that I haven't met Francisco before. I would have liked to say more things about him, but I'm just a little unfamiliar with, you know, his background and where he's from.
Welsh, Stone, Mackey, Tribe. Boom! Welsh, Stone, Mackey, Tribe. Court 13.
Tanner's gonna do.
Oh, he knocks one in.
So that's gonna be
Two-spot.
2 points for Tanner. He finally gets on that scoreboard, 10-2.
Dad against Davis, Blundell, Mazzatillo, and Schrader.
All right, so we got some people that think Kaleb, some that think Tanner in the comments.
This championship finals matchup brought to you by Hampton Farms, the Grand Casino, of course, Bud Light, and Loco Canopies. Go check out those each of their websites respectively at each of the aforementioned names, and I guarantee you'll have a great deal at a fantastic product and one that you'll utilize for years.
Johnson,
10-2, KalebHurt.
Swan, Johnson, Rubberman, and
All
Coons.
right, Tanner almost slides in the back door with that bag.
Will the airmail drive that if you miss it? KalebHurt misses. Oh.
Court 16.
How does that bag not fall back?
Battling Priest.
I mean, it fell a good half an inch and just didn't finish falling in the hole.
Wow.
Let's see, what do we have that frame? Looks like another wash.
Lock, no wash, yeah. 7-7, right?
All right, 10-2. Tanner with that lead bag. Let's see if he tries to block Kaleb out. And he goes off to the right, but there's one of those bags that's hanging in just a little bit.
I'd call it a dipper. You know, it's with those bags that are so manipulable, if that's a word. I mean, you really can just do whatever you want with that once it dips into the hole.
Court 14.
Agreed. Tanner's actually going to throw another one over to the right. Not sure if he's trying to pick that bag up and just missed. And he goes for an airman in that frame and misses. If Kaleb can go in without that bag, it's a 6 spot, and he does drag it, so that's going to be 4.
Wow.
14-2, KalebHurt in game 1 of the championship of singles.
Johnson, Strunk, court 16.
For those of you just joining us, Tanner Halbert's got to be double dipped here, and this is still game 1.
Big time V blocker right there, front side.
And Tanner's actually able to just slide right up into it and place it, but he's got one of those flat blockers. And there's that little hop shot bag.
Against Welsh.
Tanner actually pulls himself out of the hole with his push shot. Kaleb is going to block it back. Now I can see Tanner going into the right side right behind that, and he almost does, but it looks like it's going to clog up.
Court 18.
Still has a bag though. He could bury that bag, right? Both those bags and his.
Not only that, but Kaleb set up a little bit of a bunker, so it's more like an alleyway, and he is going to finish up and get 2 points.
Big shot.
A really clutch shot from Tanner Halbert, keeping himself in this game. Now, you can't count either one of these players out.
So
Even if it was flipped the other way, either one of these players could come back from a 10-point deficit.
and a lot of you from home might think, he's got 2 games to lose, right? But that's really not the case in Tanner's mind, because he doesn't want to lose this first game. Because one and done, right? You're just sitting on the sidelines counting your money.
Yep. If there's one thing I know about Tanner Halbert, that man does not like to lose. I mean, nobody does. Nobody likes to lose. Tanner Halbert does not like to lose. And I think that's one of the things that makes him so good. He's avoiding losing. He gets as good as he can be, practices. He just does not want to lose. That's going to be 2 more for Tanner.
Big shots right there. Got to capitalize, does Tanner Halbert, on those missed opportunities by KalebHurt. 4 spot in the last 2 innings. Lead shot by Tanner Halbert. Throwing those blue kill shot 357s in the hole.
All right, so Tanner's going to go straight in, and so is Kaleb. Tanner's just gunning for that hole now. Kaleb's going to go off to the left a little bit. Tanner's going to, one more time, that dipper.
But that dipper could, I don't know if that's a big thing. It's kind of a little bit of a psychological thing, though. Just like that right there. You saw that shank almost, right?
Yep.
Tries on his way to
Yep.
13 now.
At least 2 for Tanner Halbert's throw, and it is going to be 2 points.
That's a 6 spot in 3 innings.
You know, one thing that is really good about that dipper is that I don't know if it's still very relevant, but back in the day of the fast tracks,
Yes.
there was a shot. If you threw it on slick side, you could just shoot your bag over the hole. And that's something I still try to do here and then, but if the bag is a dipper, more often than not, I push that thing straight in the hole and go off the back myself.
It takes a bag wizard to be able to get a dipper out of the hole. And it's a little bit of luck too.
Yep. I mean, more often than not, if it happens, it looks like it wasn't supposed to happen. And Tanner is just going to rim out with that airmail.
Big. That's not a miss. That's just a miscalculation.
And Kaleb cleans it.
All right, Johnson is headed over to court 16. She's with Swan, Roman, Kuhn.
Tanner's
8-bag wash.
wash out again. 14-8, KalebHurt. The score was 14-2.
Yeah, big 6 points.
On court 14, we also need Hall, Rao, Johnson, Strunk. Score 14.
Tanner's going to go off to the right. The door is open. Can KalebHurt finish up and get at least 2 points?
Capital, yes. Capital Y for yes. Split them right here.
When you're either one of these players, when the other guy misses a bag to the side, in your head, +2. You got it, +2.
It is +2 right there.
Is waiting for you.
There you go, Kaleb, one more time in the hole. If he can finish this throw, it's 2 more points. And he goes in.
Big time. So, I don't know. Maybe not with this crew right here. A 5-point swing is a big time error. But we're less than 2 innings from going to game 2 right now. 2 frames from going game 2 with Halbert and Hurt. Tanner knows that, and Kaleb knows that.
I mean, when you're playing a game like this, I mean, I don't recall exactly, but I don't think anybody's got anything over a 2, maybe a 3, maybe a 4. Not quite positive. But either way, you don't expect that.
Crocs and Stocks steps out, capitalizes off that left side, drains it in the hole.
He says, Kaleb, if you want that bag, you got to get it yourself. And he does with the next shot.
Bang, bang!
All right, Tanner's going to leave one there for Kaleb.
Beautiful blocker, too, front side. Oh, he could leave a deuce on the... Oh.
Tanner's going to throw it a little too hard.
He does not capitalize on that one. Needs to leave it for the next round. 16-8, KalebHurt in the lead.
All right, let's see what this first bag does. And it's going to be that blocker. That first bag is crucial.
Pretty wicked blocker. Pointed that bag right down the center of that championship series board. Blue line on that center of the board.
Now, as far as I know, it's just kind of chance if it lands like that, but I wonder, because he keeps setting it the same way.
There's a few others that will argue that.
That it's skill based.
There's a V blocker like moniker out there that will argue that. Boom!
David Gator, you know, court 23.
Tap shot goes
for the Coeds.
As he push shot this in the hole, he steps out to his right, tries to sling it down range.
Could be a really big frame here.
Beautiful song coming on as he shoots this shot. Knocks one in the hole off the board, goes to pitched bag. Is that +3?
I think it might have been
16,
It was
11.
two. It was two.
16-2. 10 right now. Halbert 10. Hurt 16.
All right, so we are still in game 1, 16-10.
Halbert not happy about that bag going off to his right.
All right, Kaleb's gonna clean it up.
Leaves it backside.
You know, if I'm Kaleb here, I'm just throwing him in the hole. Nothing fancy. Take the points you've got. If Kaleb can sneak it
It's a
in,
game. Oh, it
and it
doesn't happen.
falls 20 to 10.
Wow. Right now, it's going to happen. 1 point decides the matchup for this round right here. One more game. If Hurt wins, Halbert wins, it's over.
I mean, an unfortunate shot for Kaleb. It's new life for Tanner. Tanner's got another shot at this first game, and it's 20 to 10. Gotta go perfect now.
Dipper bag on the front side.
Kaleb is gonna go off to the left and push it in a
Jason
little bit
Benford
more.
coming up to the scores tent.
Oh,
All
nice.
right, looks like an accidental bag there by Kaleb.
Could leave room. That's a great replacement bag right there. Could be a big. Oh my!
I have
Good Lord,
never
have mercy.
seen that.
Oh my gosh! Wow!
That was impeccable. And the fact that we caught it on camera.
The impeccable collectible is what you call that.
Oh Lord, what a shot out
Hey,
of
mark
Kaleb
that right
Hurt.
there. 142-20. The impeccable collectible. Brandon Davis, William Howe here, Hinckley, Minnesota.
We've got KalebHurt with the lead, 20 to 13 in the singles final. Tanner has to be double dipped here. We are in game one. All right, that could be the opening that Kaleb wants. A slide bag right up the middle could bully that out of the hole enough. Boy, it bullies a little.
Dipper though, a dipper up there. Oh wow, that's a +4. That could be it.
Yep, four-bagger finishes the game now.
That's
In the hole
one
again.
more right there.
Tanner's got to collect this bag and hope that Kaleb misses. Doesn't get the
not
bag.
happen.
All right, everybody, that's going to be game one. Goes to KalebHurt.
All right, going to game two. Going to game two. Singles final. Halbert, your higher seeds is still on you.
Both Corny 40 players. Halbert in the Elite 11 Loco Canopies. Sponsored player. KalebHurt just in his own world over there. Just tossing bags in the hole.
Definitely. I'd like to see a flop shot attempt here. And it looks like it might have been one. Tanner's going to clean it up.
+2
if they finish.
All right,
+2
roll call for the co-ed. Roll call for the
I mean,
co-ed. Just gonna go with
If I'm
last names here.
KalebHurt, I'm tired at this point. He's played marathon game after marathon game up here.
Back to back to back to back.
Number 2 seed, Lancier Marino. 3 seed.
And a lot longer than that,
Team
too. He's in the
Person.
loser bracket.
You know, I think the first game we commentated before he got up here, Kaleb was over there playing a game, and we saw him over there
6
on court
seed.
one.
Jones Maddox, 7 seed. Sanders
And you know
Bronson,
what absolutely
8 seed.
blows my mind
Albertson
is that this is only the
Staples, 9
third
seed.
tournament.
Herman Love,
of the whole
10
weekend.
seed. Armstrong, 11 seed.
We've got so many more intense
Evans.
games coming your way.
Next seed.
It's just crazy, you know, with doubles,
12 seed.
open doubles.
13 seed.
Is there a big
Team
blind?
Lamsier.
I think so.
14
I know there's this
seed.
blind draw
Team
proof out.
Provost, 15 seed.
Then
Tap,
they replace
tap.
big blind.
16 seed.
Maybe.
Kunz Martinez, 17 seed. Martinez Silva,
All right, so
18
Kaleb's
seed.
going to pick up his first point.
Tried that big airmail, but he missed, but he still picked up one. Backside. Missed long.
Yeah, and that's a shot that if you're going to miss, you want to miss long. You don't want to go in and give Tanner an extra point if you knock his in and go off the bat. Let's see if Kaleb can hold on to this lead bag.
Messick, 21 seed. Burnett, 22 seed. Schmidt, Dahlman, 23 seed. Anderson, Oglesby, 24 seed.
That left bag over there is maybe a
Mueller,
little bit of a
Nelson,
distractor
25
bag.
seed. Lidgard team,
Even
26
more so
seed.
now that,
And Karish,
both those bags are in front of us. You got to go in just like that and put it on
that's
the
our
board.
27 co-ed team.
And Tanner's going to go up. He wanted to sneak in the back. And from this angle, I can see that there definitely was room.
Here we go.
He's not leaving anything on the table, I'll tell you that.
Schmidt,
One thing Tanner definitely lives by is there's always room.
the higher seed, Bearman Lund.
All right, so Kaleb with that lead bag again. He's going to go in the hole this time. Chooses not to block.
Team court 9, Evans Lexi, the higher seed. Court number 5,
And he does block with this one.
Martinez Sealy, higher seed.
Big back blocker
Provost.
right there. V back blocker. Double V back
Anderson,
blocker.
Staples, Anderson,
And Tanner's going to shoot this, and it is good.
higher seed.
Tanner's got another bag
Anderson,
hanging.
Staples.
Let's see if he chooses to shoot with this last one. Kaleb shoots.
You go open right
Wide
here.
open for 2, and it is good. Huge. 2 more for Tanner Halbert, 4-2.
Big time airmail Halbert. Right there. Crocs and socks, puts it in the hole.
Putting on a clinic with the airmails now. I like the way that Kaleb is playing when he has that lead bag. He's not setting up the first bag as a blocker every single time. He's switching it up. And that's what I say when I'm, get them out of their rhythm, whatever they're trying to do. Tanner is not going to expect a first bag blocker every time. If he does, he might start to think about ways to counter that.
So a lot of people talk about, those counters and those bags in the hole, focal points, right? So my wife always argues that she can block out her periphery and focus on something so small that everything else is blurred out. She calls it blurring out her vision. And I tried that a little earlier. I can't do it consistently, but I can do it sometimes. Do you think that these top tier guys are able to, let's say air quotes, blur out their vision, or are they conditioned to that?
I think they have to. I think they have to learn. And maybe not for the reason I'm saying so, but like professional basketball players, when they go to shoot free throws, they've got everyone around them, waving their hands, screaming. It's kind of like that at cornhole. Not like we're screaming or trying to distract anybody, but those bags on the board are the distractions. And like us over here talking about the game, I'm sure they can hear us. So we're that distraction. They're blocking it all out. So it might not even just be vision. It's your ears. You're not listening, or if there's someone over there shaking their foot, you're not looking at it. The player that's looking at that guy shaking his foot inside the board is the one that's probably going to throw one off and lose. Kaleb with a bullet there, and it goes off the back. See, it looks like he's going to shoot. Oh, no.
Oh,
He tries to
bumps it. Could go up the center, up the gut, fast side down. Push shot try. Bang, bang!
There it is by Kaleb. 2 more points. We're going to be tied up at 4.
Yeah, so, going back to, going home to you, one of the greatest cornhole players I've ever seen play. A decision maker before someone else throws the bag. Able to think as fast as anyone can ever think in their life. In my mind, probably one of the quickest thinkers in cornhole, your brother.
Yeah.
He's able
Definitely.
to ascertain score, predicament, and possibility all at one time. How smart is he?
He's very smart, and it's really in math that he's, that's his best spot where he just excels beyond any question. He's just, those quick calculations, and that's so important. And not like we're sitting out here measuring angles in cornhole or anything, but what are the odds I'm going to hit this airmail? What are the odds I'm going to give up 5 points this throw? Is it even possible for me to still win this game, this frame? He's always looking to maximize in a turn. If there's even a slight chance he might pick up a 9, he's either going to pick up the 9 or be unhappy that he didn't pick up the 9.
But without giving up secrets, is he actually thinking that before he's throwing? Because if he is, that's incredible.
Yes, that's why I've played with him before, and he'll, shoot a shot and he might miss. The second he goes off the board, that should have been 7. Like he knows in his head what the outcome should be. I think his one fault is that he never considers if he's going to miss.
I would agree with that.
Because I've seen him give up major points because he's missing, but in his head, I'm going to hit that shot and I'm going to get like 5. And in reality, he might miss and give up some big points. So that's one thing. And a lot of these really good players, they know what the score is at all times. And I mean, sometimes you'll lose count. If we've sat up here and threw 32 bags in a row, at some point you might lose count.
And that's what you'll learn as you come to these bigger events. When there's bags on the board, just like you saw right now, there are positions that are weaknesses on that board where you can capitalize and take the lead or take the advantage. And players that are as smart as the people on the boards right now will do so quick.
I mean, the way that I think about it, if you're going to make a big life decision, you want to get all the information first. So if you're up there throwing and you don't know what the score is, I'm not thinking about if I should airmail, if it's worth it or not, because I don't even know if I'm, in a spot where I should airmail. That's why you need to know, what the score is right now. What are you going to get if you hit the airmail?
Huge pull right there, sorry.
No, it's definitely a great shot. You just need to keep collecting information as you play. Not necessarily even just on the frame you're throwing, but when I put that bag in that one spot on the board, what is the other guy doing? 2 impeccable throwers right now, on fire.
Huge pull right there, huge pull. I mean, just going back to what you said, but the speed at which people do that is absolutely, I guess, insurmountable to a lot of folks out there, and that's the difference maker.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that people aren't smart enough to do it. You just have to, when you play this game, you have to be really observant. You have to take everything into account the entire game.
Second place is $850. Congratulations.
8-6 Halbert right now.
Ooh, Tanner tries to clean it up, but he goes off to the right a little bit. A little unhappy with
Could
it.
pay. Doesn't pay that notch.
Kaleb cleans up a little bit.
You block this bag?
I think you go in with it. And he tried to, but he missed. See if Kaleb is able to pick up 4 points. And he is not. He bounced over his
Plus
own
2.
bag. 8 to 8. That's just a little unfortunate there. A good bag down the middle. He just hops over here.
In the background, you might hear Tammy Williams, co-ed doubles world champion from season 15, right? 15? 14. But runner-up for 14, 15. Doubles champion for 14. No,
They won 14. I think third place.
Third place
last
for
year.
15.
Or last World.
Yeah, so pretty dangerous duo right there.
I mean, you got Tanner Halbert and Catherine Kennedy coming in runner-up spot last year.
Cat's at home right now, taking care of business, taking care of the kids, handling the household while Halbert tries to rob banks out here.
Mm-hmm.
in Minnesota.
I mean, they're playing for number 1 and 2, and this is a major with a huge purse.
Boom!
And that's a great shot by Kaleb. Leaves both of Tanner's bags hanging.
Could drag it. Big shot. Look at that focus on that face right there. You can't see it because of the mask, but
Tanner's going to miss. Looks like a
little long 5 spot. 13-8. Hurt over Halbert.
That's just an amazing shot. That's one of those rounds. It could have went either way. You know, Tanner could have cleaned it up with the last row and ended up scoring 2 points.
The amazing part of that, Brandon, is those bags don't seem to be affecting Tanner at all.
Which
Brand new
is
bags for
crazy.
him.
Yes, he just picked up a new sponsor at Kill Shots. It's the first time I've ever seen him throw with these bags. It was today.
I mean, he's been 3 seasons that I've known him playing with another set of bags.
I mean, that's one thing I really like the way.
I don't know if it's a sponsor, but I think that he just likes those bags.
Yeah, true.
It's just he likes those kill shots. I think that he just changed because he likes the way that they stick on that stick side.
Very true. I mean, it is a bag very similar to what he used to throw. So, I mean, it's, I guess, double slick is what you would classify that bag as. I don't know if the Reynolds count as double slick, but they're very similar. I know Reynolds are, of the bags out right now, Reynolds are kind of the stickier ones.
A little bit of a shank there to the left back blocker by Halbert on that shank, trying to capitalize. He didn't agree with it, but he might come to his advantage. Not this time.
Kaleb had a good angle on that shot.
Boom!
Tanner with a nice airmail. Drag Caleb's a little closer. He might be able to finish it up and get it. Not
Tanner's going
quite.
airmail. Ooh, long. He knew it as soon as he let go. Let's go.
It's like 15-8 for KalebHurt.
Double tap coming at you right here, perhaps. Tanner says, hopefully not.
And Kaleb is 6 points away from the double dip. All right, so for anyone who just joined us, this is game 2, 15-8. KalebHurt with the lead.
Oh, Kaleb with an error right there. Perhaps maybe 2 for Halbert. Trying to take a couple from Hurt right now. One more bag, gonna push shot that try down through the center of the hole.
That's the kind of dipper you want to see. That bag that's pretty much all the way in there, but the other guy's got to think about going through it.
Boom! Backside airmail, here we
Over
go!
the top.
Here we go!
We got a game, folks. 15-12.
He didn't even think about that. That's what I'm talking about right there. You know, just unconscious, subconscious, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he knew what he wanted to do before Kaleb even let it go.
He knew if he missed, he was going backside. He knew if he was going in, he was going in himself. Leaves that up on the right side, out of play.
What I'm really waiting for is that Tanner Halbert that I saw at Worlds. Just draining airmails, just like it was second nature.
That was just, I don't know what to say about that. I saw it, we called it. Just, I don't know, against your brother out there, it was flop shot versus the airmail, and there was no doubt in either of their minds that they could hit that shot.
And I told everyone that I talked to after that, I've never seen someone out airmail my brother's bounce until that day.
You know, I didn't have a bounce call during that match.
Right.
And a lot of people, you know, came at me like, well, your favorite is Halbert. But only because I would call boom whenever he hit an airmail. But I didn't know what to do when your brother hit the flop because it was so often.
And it was just, his flop is like his slide.
It's every bag, right? I mean, that's what he does.
Yeah.
Even on a regular open board shot, he's flopping a little bit. A tiny bit.
Yeah. and you can tell which players can bounce because their bag kind of looks like that on the board.
Right.
Like when you see Kaleb's, I don't know if you notice it or not, Tanner's bag hits the board and kind of stays flat. Well, when Kaleb hits, you see a corner come up, and that's the kind of shot you have to have. Like that corner pops up.
Yep.
That's what you have to have. It gets on top of that bag and just keeps going.
Carries forward, takes the momentum, climbs over another bag, four-wheel drive style, dives down in a ditch and gets stuck in the hole. That's how it happens.
I think we're going to see a lot more of that coming up. I mean, it's a very valuable shot to have.
I think there'll be something else that we don't even understand what will happen. There's a couple of people that I think that I can predict that will invent that shot. And I think you know who one of those people are.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Well,
where's the secret? Top secret.
Well, we all probably know who one of those people are. And I don't think it goes without saying that they're one of your family members, created this successful flop pop shot, and there will probably be another shot that is already in his repertoire that will come to fruition after people start mastering this shot that he's created.
One of my all-time favorites, not super useful all the time. Call it the saw blade.
Yeah.
Throw the bag perfectly vertical. If their bag's hanging on the side you don't want to drag, perfectly vertical, just right in the hole.
That's the Randy Jones right there. Randy Jones getting a little bit of love right there from William Howe. I know he's not watching, but you folks that are listening can tell Randy Jones that the old saw blade was mentioned by Brandon Davis as Tanner Halbert calls timeout here late in this match, 17-12. Halbert down by 5.
But it's looking like he's guaranteed. Well, I don't want to say guaranteed at least 4, because if he airmails and knocks something in, that's going to shift.
But if he airmails,
goes clean,
that's going to be open in the board for a big push by Kaleb, right?
Well, I think Kaleb's already got 3 on, and that one back there. I'm assuming that was a missed airmail. I missed it.
There's 2 in so Halbert has 4 right now. He's got a block. It's got to be a block, right?
Yeah, I mean, board it, take what you can. Oh, wow, that bag did not look like it was going anywhere. So it's going to be a 3 instead. Regardless, 17-15, it's a 2-point game, and when it's that close, it could be anybody's game.
I said block. I thought Kaleb had another bag. I meant board. You guys know what I meant. Some of you don't, but some of you do. So be kind to me on the comments.
All right, Tanner's got 1 off to the left. This is another one of those +2 moments, potentially. And there's 1 off to the right.
That could be the game.
If I'm Kaleb, the only thing I can see right now is that hole.
This is an airmail drag by Halbert if he wants to win the game.
I think he wants to see if Kaleb's going to miss first. And now we'll see if he goes in. Kaleb can still try to airmail for game.
No, it's only 2 if he gets the airmail.
Well, if he...
Oh, wash. That was only 2 if he get that hole in, but
yeah, if he got them both.
Well, yeah,
I was thinking maybe if he went short, just clip that first
right.
one. But I don't know. He's been shooting long today. He keeps going off the back when he misses. So
17-15, KalebHurt over Tanner Halbert. Second matchup of this finals in Hinckley, Minnesota. This Hampton Farms Local Academies Bud Light Finals, Hinckley, Minnesota. Oh, big time.
all right, we got Tanner with a blocker bag. He's trying to force an airmail out like Kaleb. I mean, it looks good. He's got a bag sitting right in front of the hole.
Bait bag.
Yeah, Kaleb's going to block it up again.
Lancer Marino.
All right, Tanner's got something to think about. I don't know what he's thinking about. I'm boarding here.
There's like 50% open on that backside right there. He may just go for the gutso right now. He's not known for laying up. That circle around the backside, he's going gutso. Here we go. Lofting it up. Flip so.
Alright, in the crew cup on court 21.
3. And
Benninger,
He really doesn't want to.
and Halbert. Team
He really doesn't want to,
Benninger.
but I see what he's thinking. If he shoots this and goes in, the game can't be over. Even if he drags two, it cannot be over.
it's a smart timeout.
Yeah.
The bottom line is a smart timeout.
If he boards, it gives Kaleb the opportunity to hit this airmail and win the game. So
Okay, on court 11, I need
he's probably thinking, if I can just go in here, I'm going to give up 2 potentially and move on to the next throw.
Or if he misses, puts it on the board, Kaleb airmails, drags.
He's going to shoot it, and it's hanging in the back of the hole.
Kaleb cannot, if he hits the board, that could fall in a hole.
Looks like Kaleb is just going to go ahead and give up the 1, and that's honestly a really smart play.
That was a beautiful shot right there. I'll tell you what, that's what it takes to win a major title, Brandon. It takes guts.
Yeah.
Not to be afraid to take that shot.
Yeah, me and you were over here and we're like, well, what is he thinking about? He needs to board that bag. And here we go. He stuffs it in the back of the hole and scores a point.
Train versus Redmond, Jovic.
Beautiful beat blocker up front.
And that's saving yourself on the brink of defeat. You know, putting it on another round. He's going to put one to the right here. Oh, wait, that was a 1-point turn last turn. Let me add that in there. 17-16, KalebHurt.
Oh, that could be bad news right there for Halbert. 2 bags off to the right side.
And Kaleb is going to perfect.
Position
Perfect shot.
Yeah, positioned it absolutely just deadly in that position.
He's going to have to force a really good shot out of Tanner,
Oh!
and he hits one. Tanner Halbert coming in clutch. Kaleb finishes for 2.
A 3-point swing here in the finals. The final game of singles. Hinckley, Minnesota. Brandon Davis to my right. William Howe. I mean, I'm in the center. I guess I'm not on my left or my right. So, Hurt with that first toss in the hole.
All right, Tanner's really got to buckle down here. If he wants to finish this game out, this is game 2. So KalebHurt is 2 points away from the championship. And he's going to go in again. Tanner's off to the right just a little bit. That could be enough to finish this game.
A little bit of a dipper.
Ooh.
Flop shot. Back shot. That's it.
All right, so if Kaleb can put this bag in the hole, it is over. Even if he drags that other one. And he flops over it again.
Drag all 3 of them. Got to drag all 3 to win.
And I think it's possible. That back bag might not look quite right, but he doesn't even need to worry about the one in the front. That's going to go regardless.
It sticks side down. It's going to flop over top. It's going to endo in the hole.
And he hits the airmail. It doesn't drag. KalebHurt is your Minnesota
Fantastic game. What a call.